Modernism, presented by
Abraham,
Mia, Marella.
and John.
What is this literary movement?
This literary movement emphasized the importance of individual experience. It rejected society's traditional values and techniques. Many writers told stories which reflected society during and after World War I. It is a movement in the arts in the first half of the 20th century.
Modernism started in the early 1900s and lasted till the early 1940s.
Characteristics of the modernist era include symbolism, formalism, individualism, experimentation. There was no exact structure to most works. It marked the rise of science and rational thought. Modernists were much more daring than symbolists. Narratives were often non-linear. Most poets wrote in free verse. Psychology and sociology were prevalent themes during this era.
The major influences on the dominant writers of this era and what they rebelled against are worldwide industrialization and the First World War. Writers are heavily influenced by the Industrial Revolution and the many social, political, and economic changes that accompanied it. This brought on the themes of disillusionment, fragmentation, and alienation from society, which were present in many pieces of work in this era.
The major poets of this movement were T.S. Eliot, William Carlos Williams, Wallace Stevens, and W.H. Auden. T.S. Eliot's major works include The Wasteland, 1922, The Love Song of J. Alfred Prufrock, 1915, and The Hollow Men, 1925.
William Carlos Williams' major works include This Is Just to Say, 1934, and Spring and All, 1923.
Wallace Stevens' major works include Sunday Morning and The Snowman.
W.H. Auden's major works included Funeral Blues in 1938 and then September 1st, 1939, in 1939.
Besides poetry, there was also major works of art during the modernist era. Visual art was heavily influenced by the modernist movement. As mentioned earlier, modernism was a response to radical shifting of life during the surrounding rise of industrialization. Visual arts created new work using new subject matter, working techniques, and materials. Pablo Picasso is one of the most well-known artists of the modernist era. Some of his major works include The Old Guitarist and The Tragedy.
Upon researching modernism, we found two very interesting facts. Modernism before the war was not liked as many saw it as hindering progress. In addition to this, due to the fact that modernism puts emphasis on individual freedom and expression, many totalitarian governments rejected the idea of modernism. The Soviet government rejected modernism on the grounds of elitism. The Nazi government in Germany also rejected modernism.